think that entrepreneurship is all about the business.
That's not true. Absolutely not true. Once you know yourself, who you are, what do you want, what you already know within yourself, you will definitely be successful. That I guarantee you.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Personal Development for Entrepreneurs. I'm here tonight with my good friend and mentor, Dr. Venga. Today we're going to be talking about the art of resilience, building mental toughness in challenging times. This is something I would like to discuss with you too, Venga.
Yeah, well, I think not only you, no? What we are going through in the world today, it concerns this particular thing, isn't it?
Right.
Everything in this world is in a chaotic state, isn't it?
It is,
Huh?
yes.
Isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
From the West world to the Eastern world to the Asian world to the Southeast Asian world and what have you, and humans, the economy, people, our own government, and so on and so on. I can go on and on and on. Huh?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. That's
Huh?
right. That's right.
So
Uh,
tell me.
just to start off, right, Venga,
Mhm.
I did something a few days ago, early this week. So I went to ChatGPT and I said, ChatGPT, you have a database of all the most successful entrepreneurs in the world,
Mm.
right? Uh, can you distill for me the three characteristics of or traits that these entrepreneurs have? Like,
Mm.
from all this data, what are the three traits that if one were to apply onto themselves, it would immediately deliver results. So the most impactful three traits, right? And one of it, the third one, was actually resilience. Pres- pre- this huge ability to persevere in tough challenges and all. So just to share that, even ChatGPT, when it was distilling what are the three traits that you can take from all the most successful entrepreneurs in the world, one of it is perseverance or the ability to be resilient.
Yes, that's correct. Absolutely right. But Ikram, since we have only about 40 minutes only, so let
Yeah.
me try to address it in a very quick and a very simple way, no? Rather than
Mm.
going to a lot of jargons, okay? Number one, no? Number one, there should be a daily habit, a habit that you must have. And I'm
Right.
dealing with resilience, huh? Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Because the subject is techniques. You need techniques rather than, okay. Okay. So for that,
Sure.
number
Well, that
one,
makes
daily
sense.
habits. What are the daily habits? The daily habits is what I've developed some 60 years ago, 66 years ago. Right goal review. It's a simple thing. Why right? Because we are human cell. Whatever we think is in picture form. But unless you write it, you don't understand because the picture is being developed by all the cells in our body. It understands. You, as a total human, don't understand. So unless you write, you don't know what you're thinking. You don't know what you're seeing.
Mm.
You see the image, but it's distorted by the time it gets into your mind, and then suddenly you begin to put a picture to that. Okay. So the first thing is to write.
Right.
And second, and very important is in a daily habit, second thing is that you must have the ability to set what you want to do every single day. The four things that you want to get done in a
Mm.
day. That to me is what I call a goal. And thirdly, and importantly, in this habit is you must review everything that you do. Between what you plan to do and actually you do, your daily review. You must compare it. Why you deviated, what happened. That makes your cells in your body understand better. You're
Right.
a human built up of one 100% cells, human cells, microbial cells, bacteria, whatever. Yeah, you're with me or not?
Yes. Yes.
You are cells, right?
Yeah.
So for these to understand and help you, you want to control it. You're the driver. The car contains many, many parts, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like the driver's seat, you need to help yourself. And the way to help yourself is write goal review. That's a first habit. I call it a daily habit that you must have. Number
Mm.
two, very importantly, is you must have your emotional awareness, which is which is important. Unless you write your emotion, why am I feeling like that? Why am I uh, uh, why is my thoughts like that? What is this feeling about? Emotional awareness is a is just one search of light that goes through. But you sit down and write down your emotion, then you'll understand it much better.
Right.
So emotional awareness and understanding. That's number two. And the third thing is building this you call it mental toughness, or building mental toughness,
Mm-hmm.
which is a key. I call it mental toughness. You need to develop that, okay?
Right.
Because every single day, every single human go through this. They lose, they fail, they disappointment, unexpected things happen, changes thing. It happens. But as you very rightly, GPT, what GPT told you,
ChatGPT.
okay, it uses a very fine word, resilience, but actually is inner strength to adapt. Inner strength. GPT doesn't know all the rubbish, okay? Inner
Mm.
strength, adapt, and inner strength, the ability to bring about everything, but only you can solve it. It's inside you.
Right.
And if you do not have that ability, then you're going to have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's why inner strength is built by you. Only then can you recover, grow stronger. Despite all the things that go wrong, you can still come out of it. This, Ikram, builds to this word that you use, building resilience.
Right.
That building resilience, it doesn't avoid pain. You will go through a pain, but you need to do it. Okay. Now, in order for you to do it, firstly, your emotion is the thing. Now, you need to maintain a good emotional balance of yourself. People
Mm.
will say things to you, you'll get emotionally hurt. You feel sad. You're inside. Lots of things goes around you. But can you maintain a way you don't show it,
Right.
but you can
Right.
handle it internally? This is the what is resilience. Resilience is the ability to maintain emotional balance no matter what happens. You are willing to step back, meaning from what is happening, step back a little
Mm-hmm.
bit, give a little
Mm-hmm.
space, very quickly, learn from it, grow. Okay, instead of fighting it and challenging it, and you don't want to meet the reality.
Right.
And that's why the other word is managing your mind. You have a mindset. If you are a resilient person, you step back and you look at your own, this may be wrong. But at the same time, remember the formula to write. You keep writing all that down, even though you are stepping back in the same, you can write a few things down and refresh yourself. Put the needle in another track, like a gramophone record. This is resilience. Have I explained it well?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Resilient.
Definitely.
All of us go through this, but the ability to take the needle from the recorder, like last time, now of course light, no? You just
Mm-hmm.
take the needle and put another track. then your mindset will be different. Meaning, yeah, that is what I knew. KNEW, I knew. What I
Mm-hmm.
know now is different. Realize that if you sit in your old data, you're not going to progress on. Okay. Now, the question is, how, how do we deal with it? There are core principles. Mental toughness. There are four things in mental toughness alone. Four things. Number one, you, I call it, you must accept what is reality. Number one.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
If you don't accept it, then difficult. Accepting reality. Okay? You
This is
understand?
something in the book that you wrote for me, that you lent to me, sorry, you gave to me many years ago, The Road Less Traveled.
Yes.
And I think there it says a lot. So Scott Empeck is a psychologist, and he says that one of the major reasons he sees people suffering is because they don't accept
Yes.
reality, that life comes with challenges and so forth.
More like that. They deny reality.
Mm,
They deny it.
yeah.
It is difficult for them to accept it because when you accept it, I mean, you go back, the past.
Hmm.
That's a problem. That's a past that happened yesterday. Past. You deny it, and that's for the problem. Number one, accept the reality. What is the current? You must accept it as it is. It's not the way you see. Other than that, it's what is it right now.
Hmm.
Second, there must always be purpose and meaning. They know their purpose, they have a goal, they have a value system, they have a vision. That's what they want in their life. That's what they stand for. Like you did when I read your letter,
Right, right.
you know? And this is number two. Number three, they always have an optimistic outlook. I mean, yeah, there are things bad, but it can be better. Again, I go back to your letter. Very good. Optimistic reality. That's you don't know the future. Now nobody can tell the future.
Mm,
Okay? And then, and then, which is also you, Ikram. Commitment to growth. You want to grow and develop no matter what your age is, no matter what you have, you want to grow. The four things: acceptance of reality, purpose and meaning, optimistic outlook, and finally, commitment to growth, which is the key aspect of mental toughness.
mm.
How can you develop it? Write goal review daily, daily.
The tool, yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, we're just talking for the sake of talking. Yes?
Of these three things, Venga, the right goal review. I find, for at least for me, from my personal experience, the goal, it's I wouldn't say easy, but finding your goal and what exactly you want to do takes time. But it's an area that I focused on. Writing has come quite naturally for me, and I think many people also will like think that journaling or writing is pretty. I mean, maybe it's not easy, but relatively doable. What I am weak at, and what I think many people sometimes overlook, like we tend to think that this is something that can be put off for later, right? Is the review. That is actually, I think, equally important, if not more important than the other, than just writing goal and write, right?
Absolutely, Ikram. The biggest issue with human must recognize, unless you look at what you have done and ask yourself, hey, could I have done this better? Is there another way? The review is something that you must do after each task or each things that you do. You must sit and quickly review. It will not take you more than 60 seconds maximum. Maximum 2, 3 minutes. That's it. Quickly you will realize, hey, I should have done this. What can you improve? That's why I have this book called One Day at a Time.
Right.
And then I say, hey, what did you achieve today? What did you learn today? And were you productive today? But in the review part, which is the most difficult part, why? Because you are addressing yourself, you are questioning what you did. And no human is capable of being honest with himself.
Mm.
Now, remember in the mental toughness, acceptance of reality, I told you, remember?
Yes.
You
Yep.
must accept that that's who you are, that's what you did. And
Hmm.
that review must be done. If you
Right.
don't review yourself, then you don't even recognize where you need to develop. Because remember, again, there are cells in your body. It's not some guru sitting inside there. Hey, that's not the way to do it. Hey, this is the way to do it. It's not like that, huh? It is cells that you have in your body. They are all put together into one by a brain.
Hmm.
And all of this are fluid. They work on back data. Whatever you have fed to them, that's what they work on. You are giving a new data. That new data that you are giving them is not ready yet. It takes some time for them to cook,
All right.
right or not? If I
Yes.
put a simple word, cook, lah. So
Yep.
that's why the review to me is the number one importance
Mm.
of the three.
So you would put review as number one.
Yes, of course.
It makes
That
sense.
sorry.
It makes sense for me because um, uh, so I've started going back to the review very like I said, it's easy to put very little importance to the review, but I think for me it's become very important that I'm practicing the what you've been telling us, which is right goal review. And when I've gone back, like very seriously into the review portion of things, and you start to look at how you are planning your day, it actually gives you uh, the insight. Like, okay, today was I happy with what I did? No, why? And then you look, and then you find like, actually I wasted time here, or this was not. And the next day you try and plan it better.
Better.
The only way I think that you can optimize how you're spending your time, what are the actions that you're taking, what actions I'm going to move
Yes,
the levers
yes,
is the review.
exactly.
I'm finding it. I actually smacked my head and say, why haven't I been doing the review very, very seriously? Because it's impact. If just write and go without the review doesn't have the same impact.
You see, huh, Ikram, you have finally opened your mind and realized that the only way for you to improve is to review what you have done.
Yeah.
Okay, because you have a mindset. That mindset can only change if you send in new data,
Mm.
and that new data is the review, which is, hey, I could have done this better. I could have done this differently. I'm wasting time here. Where am I not doing? So that's why I tell people you plan your daily schedule and each day you do your review and put together and compare. Why was there a change? What happened to the changes? Why were you forced to change? So, was your planning right? Only your review can tell you.
Enter, yes.
Nobody else can tell you whether right or wrong, right, Anna?
Absolutely.
And now let me give you a very simple example, Anna. You sit for an exam, the result tells you nothing. It just gives you some marks. The teacher in a bad mood can give you small marks. That is
Mm.
an illusion. That's just an interpretation of what the teacher did. But you yourself know when you leave the examination hall whether you have done well or not well? Tell me, yes or no?
Yes.
If you are honest and review yourself, you know that, hey, this is a 70, this is a 80, or this is a 100. You know that,
Correct.
right?
Correct. Yes.
That, so such a simple thing, yet human has this problem. And human has a problem because we are not animal. We don't eat, reproduce, and sleep. No, no. Human has the possibility of interacting with other human beings. You are interacting. You know, you're not chasing after another a victim to eat. You know, no, no.
Mm.
Because you are interacting, and that's why the world has reached a stage when people don't understand people.
Right.
The saddest thing in my life, which I live now to see, is what happened in Gaza. I am really saddened by what had happened in Gaza. It's a genocide of the highest magnitude.
Mm.
Sienna, do you
Yep.
feel hurt or not?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And we have allowed it to happen. Now, it's like this. If we don't learn, as a human, we don't learn. We will never learn. No? So the review part is to review what you're doing. Hey, are we doing right? Are we doing this for self-interest? Are we doing this for other interests? Are we doing it because it's good for everybody else? If you're
Mm.
just doing it for your own interest all the time, you have a problem. So
Absolutely.
review, yes, Ikram, it's the most important part of anything that you do in life. Your mental toughness, your resilience, all that comes from review. Let me just very quickly again talk to you about some techniques, how to cultivate this resilience, which is very important, right?
Yes.
There are six
Absolutely.
things. There are six things. Number one, you must build emotional awareness. I told you just now, awareness. Your emotional awareness, you go through a lot of emotion. Are you aware of it? Only if you write down your emotion, what am I feeling? Why am I feeling like that? Is there another way to look at it? Is my data correct? Otherwise, you will label it, somewhere, pass. And then you are not improving your emotional awareness.
Mm.
Write it down. Then only you'll see better.
Right. Right.
Make sense, right?
Absolutely.
And then the second thing is to reframe setback. Now, all the time in our life, there are setbacks. Yes? Reframe it. What have I learned? Can I do this better? Why this happened? Reframe it.
Hmm.
Part of review, right?
Yes.
Right or not?
Yes.
Is it easy to do? Yes. You want to do it or not? No. I want to do the same way I did before. How to improve? The best I have seen athletes, especially athletes, they measure every 10 meter how they are running, little by little. This is reframing the way they're thinking. You can
Mm.
talk to anybody. Am I making any sense in that?
Yes, you are.
Huh? Third thing, you must have a support system to support yourself. Who is encouraging you? Who is inspiring you? Can you share your strength with people whom you trust? Not everybody you trust, the few that you trust. Support system. You must have a support system.
Hmm.
That's why in the Western world, they use psychologists. We can't afford it now. But someone that you can talk to yourself. I believe, I develop a system. I don't need any psychologist. Never mind, they leave them alone. I want to do my review and I want to do it very critically. I
Right.
am the support system. If I don't know, I say, I don't know. Go learn. That's my support system.
Mm.
My room is my support system. You understand? Huh?
Yep.
Constantly going back to that. This supports the impact. The fourth thing, you must also have care. You must practice self-care and recovery of yourself. Rest, nutrition, exercise, mental, all that you're very good, Lana. Building routine,
Mm.
replenishing energy, looking at things that have gone wrong and making it right. Number fifth thing, set small, achievable goal.
Mm.
If you can do one, say I'll do zero point 0.5.
Right.
Then
Right.
do one. Don't put
Right.
10 and then hit one. Bad. So small. And the last one, train your mind muscle over and over again. Visualize, write, picture, draw, create more. By that way, positive self talk takes place. I can handle this.
Mm.
Why is there some stress in this? Why am I feeling stressed? Why? Gradually expose yourself to control the challenge to build the tolerance. Six things though.
Very good. Very good.
All review. All that is review. That's why the book to me, one day at a time, if people use it very well, they will have all of this will really, because every day there's a statement and that statement is explained and what you got to do. It's such an important part of it.
Or I might just add for our listeners out there,
Yeah.
the one day at a time quote happens every day on your Facebook page, right?
That's right.
So just by following your Facebook page,
Yes.
just going through that little nugget every day,
Yes.
this one statement, that's an immediate way. You don't even have to go and look for the book. You can just come onto Facebook, the Ventrax page,
Yeah.
and just use that daily statement for yourself.
That's right. And every time there's a new picture coming out, no?
Mm,
We take a lot of trouble to put that inside too. So again,
absolutely.
it's a guide. Everything I'm doing now in the Facebook is about self improvement.
Right.
It's about creating. If you read and spend just 30 seconds, Lana, all this that I'm talking about is already there. Okay.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
it's not so difficult, Ikram.
Yep.
It's a question of do you want to do it or not?
Correct.
Okay. And therefore, to come back again, emotion is something that we need to understand ourselves. We are emotional. Don't ever say, "Oh, I'm not emotional." What you look at my face now? No, no, no. What you say? You're wrong. I'm not emotional. I am emotional.
Perhaps this should be a continuation of this episode. The next episode, we should go into emotions.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, perhaps. It's an important part of us, and we
Yes.
can talk about that more.
Right. So, Vinga, we have to wrap.
Yeah.
We've got 1 or 2 minutes more. What would you like to tell our audience out there in terms of, mental toughness, resilience?
Review, Ikram. You explained it very well on your own self. I cannot get a better example than what you explained about your own review, what you discovered, why you consider reviewing yourself so important to get mentally tough. Because unless you review yourself, your muscle in your brain is not going to build.
Oh, worked out. Yeah,
Correct or not?
absolutely.
The more you take a steel and burn, the more tougher it will become.
Yeah.
The more review you do, the better you will be.
Mm, absolutely.
Okay.
And there you have it. How to build mental toughness or resilience. That was a wonderful session, Dr. Venga. Thank you, everyone out there who's been watching these episodes. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down in the comment sections below. Venga usually answers every question himself. So don't be shy, pop a question in, or if you want any clarification, just pop a question down. We'll see you in our next episode of Personal Development for Entrepreneurs in September. The exact date is September 3rd at 8 p.m. as usual. Good night.
Good night. Good night, Ikram.